We've had the 6th Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog, and almost all the chief ministers, lieutenant governors, and administrators participated, except a couple of chief ministers. And I would now request Vice Chairman Dr. Rajiv Kumar to kindly give you a complete overview.
Thanks. This was council meeting was held after a considerable gap. The last meeting was held on the 19th of June 2019, 15th of June. But that is because of the COVID. Normally have it once a year. So this was the 6th meeting, and coming at the way while we are coming out, and we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It's important to have all the highest decision makers in the country together to chart a way forward for the country, for the economy to go forward. And I think this was it was attended by the 26 chief ministers, 3 lieutenant governors, 2 administrators, apart from the union ministers who are about ex-official members, special invitees, everybody, principal secretary, the PM, the chief secretary, all of them. So it really is a forum which brings everybody together in Gujarat. And the idea is that national growth is dependent on the growth of the states and union territories. So that is what we need to develop a coherent platform for it. And this time, under the guidance of the Prime Minister, a special effort was made to engage with the states prior to the Governing Council meeting. On the 6th of February, we had all the chief secretaries, the principal secretaries to the chief minister, or about 20 odd secretaries to the government of India, the principal secretary to the PM, the cabinet secretary. We engaged in a very intensive dialogue with those state officials in order to try and develop a kind of a consensus-based agenda going forward. And their inputs provided were included in the agenda that was sent out then to the states before the meeting. And this had 6 items that were focused upon. One was making India a manufacturing powerhouse. Second was reimagining agriculture. Third was improving the physical infrastructure. Fourth, accelerating human resource development. Fifth, improving service delivery at the grassroots level, and the health and nutrition. These are the 6. And at the meeting today, the Prime Minister in his opening remarks emphasized the importance of cooperative federalism in the foundation of India's progress. And he pointed to the fight against COVID-19, which was achieved successfully because of this cooperation. And he said that the country have to move forward on the basis of this cooperation between the centre and the states. And that's the mandate also of Niti Aayog. And this will become very important as India approaches the 75th year of its independence next year, and therefore how to chart the way forward going there. And the Prime Minister noted the positive response that the Union budget has received, and he actually emphasized that there seems to be an all-round eagerness to push forward with the development agenda. People are in some sense wanting to get that and move other things out of the sort of consideration, and also that the great deal of enthusiasm shown by the private sector investor, and that he urged the state governments to give the opportunities for the private sector and the private investor to take more increasing part in the Atmanirbhar Bharat drive that we have. He emphasized this strengthening of the MSMEs and startups, and one thing which came out very clearly is that we should deepen the governance model, deepen the experience to the district level. For example, the aspirational district model came up for why the states, and some states said that they've already done it, to identify aspirational blocks, the most backward aspirational blocks, just like the aspirational district model, where all the schemes can be converged and made a special effort. Plus also the exposed And this was Prime Minister's, I think, significant emphasis today on emphasizing the role of the states in pushing forward, pushing exports forward. Because, and he said that maybe you can do one identified districts, one district, one product for exports. Also establish district export promotion councils, not just the state but at the district level. In these councils will be created, create district level plans. I mean, I think with the aspirational district experience behind us, there is a feeling within the states, and what the Prime Minister said about using the energy at the district level to push forward the national development agenda. So if the district and the state and the center can all get in line, in sync as it were, then we'll be able to achieve our national agenda and aspirations going forward. The chief ministers, emphasized, the need for completing the physical infrastructure. The Prime Minister urged the states to create their own pipelines, national, for the physical infrastructure. As the government of India has 110 lakh national infrastructure pipeline, the states can also create their own pipelines. We were talking about enhancing the investments through public-private partnerships, improving last mile connectivity, expanding the scope of BharatNet even further, improving the bandwidth, utilizing the BharatNet, all of those, and he sort of mentioned the fact that the government has already announced the production-linked incentive scheme, and it's for the states now to attract the investors under this scheme. And if he does that, then India would emerge as a manufacturing sort of powerhouse that we want to do it. On reimagining agriculture, the states talked about how they are now setting up, warehouses and all the other schemes to improve agro-processing, parks, and so that was there. And for the northeastern region, several chief ministers talked about that now is the time to act east, and therefore now the northeastern region states could come together and cooperate with each other in their interaction with border states like Bangladesh and Myanmar, and therefore they could improve the trading relationship and the economic relationship. Prime Minister also mentioned about the recent liberalization of geospatial data, which can be very useful for the states to plan their own infrastructure investments and to attract the investors. And he said that this will yield a new momentum on the growth, for economic growth, and emphasize the need for substituting agricultural products which we continue to import, and which is like especially edible oils, 45 to 50,000 crores worth of, and as we have succeeded in pulses and lentils, we could, and many states said that they would take part in this effort to substitute the import of edible oils going forward. Basically, there was also felt need for improving the education standards. There was discussion on school dropouts. There were about 3 crore children drop out of schools. 3 crore children are out of schools, and therefore there was a discussion on how a spatial annual survey could be done on this, and then means adopted to bring them back into the education system. Also, a mission sort of approach for foundational literacy, if you can get, and also talk about further accelerating the Poshan Abhiyan as we go forward. So overall, I noticed that it was a meeting. We held the meeting day long, started at 10:30 and went on till 5:30, and very very cooperative, very sort of conducive atmosphere all round, and all the chief ministers sort of did express their view on how Niti Aayog is emerging as a development partner, and they wanted to work with Niti Aayog, and Niti Aayog this commitment to cooperative federalism And many people mentioned about the rankings that NITI Aayog has come out and to help them in their own regard. So those are the brief points that one wants to make. We handed over a press release to them. I don't know if you have something to.
No, I think VC has said, spoken adequately. But only two things I'd like to say. One is that I've been working in this institution for a long time. This was the first time that we've done a lot of very detailed, meticulous work as directed by the Prime Minister. Because we had interacted with the states beforehand and all their secretaries dealing with these items, and there were over 250 secretaries who had participated. 21 odd from Government of India, but states had all participated. So what, on these agenda items, their inputs formed a necessary component of our detailed agenda, which was finally circulated. Secondly, if you look at this, the focus was on ease of doing business and ease of living, as the Prime Minister said. But if you look at the agenda items, they were all very, very developmental in nature. From manufacturing to agriculture, reimagining agriculture, to physical infrastructure, to human resources and health. And the objective, and really about service delivery at the grassroots level. So the objective was to make states complete partner, not merely states but also districts complete partners, so there's one alignment across the country and drive it. And therefore, I really thought that today's meeting was extremely constructive, very, very positive, and a lot of states appreciated the reform agenda which has been accelerated, because all of them realize that growth is really the key. And I don't want to get into what the Chief Minister said, we've got that with us, but almost all the states, including the union territories, all of them were fully aligned to the national developmental agenda across the board. And therefore, our view is that this meeting of this nature really helps in putting the agenda of growth and development in the forefront, and this was a very, very constructive and a very positive. That's all.
I'd love to answer your questions if you have any.
Sir, what are the major
Identify yourself.
sir, release from me?
Thanks.
Sir, what are the major requests or recommendations or suggestions from the states, given that states are already undergoing serious financial stress and are trying to come out of the recession? What is the major request from them?
I don't honestly recall any specific request for fiscal assistance, etc. I mean, I think nobody mentioned that in the sense there is, except I think there is a long-standing, but I mean even there was no fiscal request. Special status sometimes about that was something talked about. But otherwise, I don't really recall any financial help or request for any financial help in the center. As Amitabh ji said, the meeting was far more, sort of trying to develop, putting growth and development in the midstream, and all the states talked about, that aspect rather than talk about their own fiscal policy. One of the, some states made a issue, for example, Nitish Kumar ji of Bihar, landlocked state, so therefore they would want a special port in Odisha to be handled over their cargo. So that's a suggestion, and this was backed up also by Jharkhand, I think, so because they would require that. Another thing that came along was, for example, from I think from Rajasthan, sorry? Water, because Rajasthan, three largest state, hardly any 1% of the water resources. So to make they wanted their Indira, which canal, one project, Indira Gandhi Canal, to be given the national status of national project. Some things like that, but much more development-oriented requests rather than any financial or fiscal requests.
चर्चा हुई 3 करोड़ जो
जी, जी।
3 करोड़ जो छात्र हैं ड्रॉप आउट्स को लेकर, तो सर उनको वापस लाने के लिए क्या किस तरीके से वापस
इसके बाद बात कुछ नहीं। और ये जो मैंने आपको, मैं इसको क्लियर कर दूँ कि ये जो मैंने संख्या बताई है वो हमारे एजेंडा नोट से बताई है। आज इस आंकड़े का आज मीटिंग में नहीं हुआ था और हमारे एजेंडा नोट्स में है। तो बात ये हुई है कि एक हम लोग मतलब सभी राज्य कोशिश करें कि ये जो बच्चे स्कूल से बाहर आ गए हैं उनको कैसे फिर से एजुकेशन शिक्षा प्रणाली में फिर से सम्मिलित किया, जोड़ा जाए। तो उसके लिए मतलब फिर से थिंकिंग होगी। हम लोग नीति आयोग में भी करेंगे और लोग मिलकर करेंगे। जो नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के तहत हम लोग इस पर काम और आगे कर सकते हैं। और राज्यों से अनुरोध ये किया गया कि वो लोग भी इसमें जुड़ें, क्योंकि बिना उनके सहयोग के ये काम पूरा नहीं हो सकता।
सर एक सवाल
हाँ, कौन है?
सर एक सवाल ये जयराम ठाकुर जी ने जो उठाया कि पहाड़ी राज्यों में एक तो कनेक्टिविटी बहुत ही गंभीर विषय है और उसको लेकर जो है काम होना चाहिए तेजी से। दूसरा, मिजोरम के मुख्यमंत्री ने जिस तरह से कहा कि बैम्बू को लेकर भी एक अच्छी उसको इंक्लूड किया जाना चाहिए ताकि वो भी जो उनके राज्यों का वो हो। और एक लास्ट में ऐड करना चाहूँगा सर, जो एक हिमालयी राज्यों की अपनी एक बात रही है कि एक हिमालयी काउंसिल होना चाहिए डेवलपमेंट का, जिससे कि उन राज्यों का विकास हो सके। उसके बारे में कुछ चर्चा हुई है इस बारे में?
ये दो आपके सवाल थे। एक तो हिमाचल ने बताया कि उनका टेरेन बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर रिक्वायर्स ज़्यादा रिसोर्सेज और टाइम लेता है। बट हिमाचल ने ईज़ ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस में बहुत प्रोग्रेस की, 17 से 7वें रैंक पर। और उनके यहाँ टूरिज़्म में बहुत पोटेंशियल है। उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट की थी मंडी में ग्रीनफील्ड एयरपोर्ट की और एक्सपेंशन ऑफ कांगड़ा एयरपोर्ट, और वो आगे काम कर रहे हैं बर्डर पार्क का और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब के लिए। और इन सब पे कुछ सजेशंस आए हैं उनके टॉकिंग पॉइंट्स पे सारे चीफ मिनिस्टर्स की। हमारा जो काम अब शुरू हुआ है, आज मीटिंग शुरुआत थी, तो नीति आयोग में हम लोग इस पर काम करेंगे सारी मिनिस्ट्रीज़ के साथ मिल के, और सबके साथ मिलकर हम काम करेंगे कि स्टेट्स की जो जो इश्यूज़ हैं उनको आगे ले जाएं। कुछ चैलेंजिंग इश्यूज़ जैसे आज डीसी ने बताया कि लर्निंग आउटकम्स पर बहुत फोकस करना, और इसी तरह पोषण अभियान और पोषण ट्रैकर पर माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने भी स्ट्रेस किया, न्यूट्रिशन पर बहुत फोकस किया। और जो जो इश्यूज़ आए हैं सारे इश्यूज़ को सब स्टेट्स ने पॉजिटिव कंस्ट्रक्टिव सजेशन दिए, पर उसके साथ साथ उन्होंने कुछ बोला अपने बारे में कि क्या चैलेंजेस हैं। जैसे कि पुदुचेरी चीफ मिनिस्टर ने कहा कि वो मिलेट्स और वाटर कंजर्वेशन पे और प्रमोटिंग FPOs पे कर रहे हैं और काम खुद कर रहे हैं। और उन्होंने अपनी एक स्कीम शुरू की है मॉर्निंग ब्रेकफास्ट के लिए कुछ चिल्ड्रन। इसी तरह बहुत सारे सजेशंस आए, और ख़ासकर छोटी छोटी जगह से, जैसे लक्षद्वीप में अपनी बहुत इश्यूज बताए आइलैंड डेवलपमेंट के, और ये बताया कि उनके आइलैंड में अभी तक ये आइस नहीं पहुंच पाती, जिससे फिश का कंजर्वेशन नहीं हो पाता। तो फिशरीज और टूरिज्म में क्या कर सकते हैं, इसी तरह कई चीज़ें बताई गई, और स्टेट्स ने बड़े क्रियात्मक सजेशंस दिए जिसको अब हम आगे ले चलेंगे।
राजीव सर एक सवाल इस तरफ से सर प्रशांत हूँ ABP न्यूज़। सर प्रशांत हूँ ABP न्यूज़ से। अब पंजाब के चीफ मिनिस्टर पता नहीं शामिल शायद नहीं हुए थे, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट की उनके सरकार की ओर से रिलीज आया है और उसमें उन्होंने कहा है कि CM साहब ने ये कहा कि जो फार्म लॉस को लेकर जो प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है उसको जल्दी रिजॉल्व किया जाए, क्योंकि उससे उनके प्रदेश को हानि हो रही है। क्या उन्होंने ये मांग किया क्या, क्योंकि बाहर वो ऐसा कर रहे हैं कि तीनों फार्म लॉस को रिपील किया जाए, और उनके साथ कोई और CM ने ये उठाई क्या?
ये पहली चीज़ तो जैसा आप कह रहे हैं पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री शिरकत नहीं करी,
उनके हवाले से रिलीज आई है गवर्नमेंट।
वो रिलीज इत्तेफाक से मैंने नहीं देखा क्योंकि वो अभी आया होगा। और ये मैं आपको आश्वासन देता हूँ कि किसी ने भी फार्म लॉज के बारे में कोई भी चर्चा आज की मीटिंग में नहीं की, क्योंकि कृषि क्षेत्र की चर्चा हुई। कृषि क्षेत्र कैसे, मतलब कई राज्यों ने कहा कि वो कृषि प्रधान राज्य हैं, कैसे उसमें वो आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। सिक्किम ने कहा, बिहार ने कहा, कई लोगों ने कहा, मगर कहीं पर भी ये चर्चा नहीं हुई, इस बारे में चर्चा नहीं हुई कि ये जो 3 फार्म लॉज इनको रिपील किया जाए, इस तरीके के बारे में कोई नहीं।
सर पंजाब की तरफ से क्या कोई स्टेटमेंट लीक किया गया?
सर एक सवाल है,
आप बताएं।
मैं उत्तराखंड में जब चावले में इस तरीके का हादसा हुआ और दिल्ली एनसीआर में आ रहे हैं,
उत्तराखंड की तरफ से डिमांड इस सिलसिले में तो नहीं आई, मगर उन्होंने इस ये जो आपदा हुई, जो फंसी हुई, उसके बारे में जिक्र ज़रूर किया और ये कहा, बल्कि उन्होंने सराहना की केंद्र सरकार की, कैसे जो डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट उनके फोर्स और कितनी जल्दी वहाँ पहुँचे और कैसे बात हुई। और उसके बाद उन्होंने ये कहा कि उसको देखते हुए अब आगे और कदम उठाना पड़ेंगे, जिससे कि उत्तराखंड का विकास और सुधार उनकी इससे और जिक्र कोई नेशनल डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट के लिए कोई खास जिक्र नहीं है।
Sir, just one clarification that was there any statement
Please
laid
let me know who you are.
Pinaki from Amgada Patrika?
From Anand.
Was there any statement laid on behalf of Punjab Chief Minister?
On behalf of?
Punjab Chief Minister in the meeting, and
No.
was there any other Chief Minister who was absent in this meeting?
The 4 chief ministers who didn't participate, Punjab, Gujarat, Telangana and West Bengal. These are the 4 chief ministers who couldn't participate for various reasons, including health. So that's the,
Nobody participated from their side.
nobody?
Nobody participated from their side also.
No, that's because you see this, the governing council is a council of the chief ministers and not their nominees. And it's, as I said earlier in my opening remark, it is the highest decision-making body for the country as a whole. So there is, I suppose, no question of anybody else being able to participate when the people at that level are participating in that. And that's been the convention. From the very beginning, that's been the convention.
Actually, in the members are by designation of the chief minister and lieutenant governor, so no substitution can take place if the chief minister does not. For instance, Gujarat chief minister was on health grounds, but we could not even, the deputy chief minister could not participate. And so if no other finance minister could also participate because by tradition, precedent and by regulation it is only the chief minister. But since agriculture issue was raised, let me clarify what was discussed. One was aligning cropping system to agroclimatic conditions at district level for optimum resource utilization, promoting water conservation, promoting diversification towards nutri-cereals, pulses, horticulture, fisheries and animal husbandry, food processing, agro-based industry and exports, and utilizing special agri-based funds with competition among states.
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी अपने संबोधन में प्राइवेट सेक्टर के पार्टिसिपेशन के लिए खासतौर से देश के ग्रोथ में काफी सराहना के कहा कि उनकी ऊर्जा से हमें और फायदा मिलना चाहिए। आने वाले दिनों में किस तरह से प्राइवेट सेक्टर को और पार्टिसिपेट करने का आपके पास प्लान है, खासतौर से एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर जो काफी पूरा काफी परेशान हुआ।
देखिए, जैसा सीओ साहब ने कहा कि हमारा काम तो शुरू हुआ है और हम तो लगातार नीति आयोग से तो लगातार जो है वो प्राइवेट सेक्टर का, निजी निवेश का हम लोग जो है वो प्रोत्साहन देने के लिए जो भी काम है, उसका सबसे बड़ा काम है ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस का। और दूसरा जो बहुत बड़ा काम, इस पर आज कई बार बात भी हुई, वो है रेगुलेटरी और कंप्लायंस बर्डन को कम करने, क्योंकि और वो राज्य के स्तर पर कम करने के लिए। और इसमें नीति आयोग से एक बहुत बड़ी पहल करी गई है कि हर राज्य के साथ मिलकर हम लोग उनके साथ मिलकर ये कर रहे हैं कि उनकी कितनी उसमें जो है रेगुलेटरी और कंप्लायंस बर्डन कितना है। और आज मेरे आज प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा कि सभी राज्य अगर अपने राज्य में कोई टास्क फोर्स बना जो कि इस पर फोकस करे तो बेहतर होगा। जैसे कि नीति आयोग ने जो है वो नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न रीजन के लिए एक ऐसी मीटिंग करी है जिसमें सारे चीफ सेक्रेटरीज आए थे और सेक्रेटरी इंडस्ट्रीज वगैरह। अभी दोबारा भी फॉलोअप होगा कि वहाँ पर जो रेगुलेटरी बर्डन अगर वो कम हो जाए क्योंकि बात ये कि हमारा ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस में रैंक तो बेहतर हो गया है, मगर ज़मीन पर अभी भी निजी निवेशक को कई तरह की बाधाएं अड़चनें दिखती हैं। तो वो है अधिकतर वो राज्य के स्तर पर है। तो हम ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं, हमारी ये भरसक कोशिश है और राज्यों को हमारा एक पूरा प्रोत्साहन है कि वो उस पर अब नज़र डालें, जैसे कि ज़मीन पर निवेशक को, निजी निवेशक को कम से कम बाधाएं और अड़चनें आए। जो 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 बेकार कानून है, जैसे कि किया जा चुका है, 1500 कानून हटा दिए गए, वो वहाँ पे भी वो देखें उसको। तो इस तरह का काम बड़ी तौर पर होगा। दूसरी चीज़ कि अगर हर ज़िले में डिस्ट्रिक्ट एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउंसिल और प्लान बनता है, तो वहाँ पर जो निवेशक होंगे, मध्यम और छोटे इकाइयाँ होंगी, उनको भी मदद मिल सकती है राज्यों से। तो पूरा का पूरा जो इस समय फोकस है वो यही है कि हर स्तर पर जो निजी निवेशक है उसको कैसे अपने निवेश में और अपने कंट्रीब्यूशन टू आत्मनिर्भर भारत, कैसे उसको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मदद की जाए।
Sir, I'm Pranav from Vision Television. My question is, was there any discussion on energy mix, the diversification that is happening in energy mix, and taking the recent petroleum price product rise, petroleum product price rise that has a lot of VAT and excise component. States are also not reducing their.
I don't recall any discussion whatsoever on this particular issue or the price rise, etc. But what I do recall is a discussion by some states on getting on simplifying the forest clearance procedures for setting up solar parks, and getting more into renewable energy. Also, I think Arunachal Pradesh and emphasize the hydropower potential, etc. It's a renewable power. But to your specific question, there was no discussion on this. None.
So could you also give those 6 agenda items?
The
6 agenda items. The 6 agenda items. Agenda items.
It's there, I'll repeat it, but it's there. Making India a global manufacturing hub.
आपको प्रेस रिलीज में मिल जाएगा।
We'll give the press release.
Reimagining agriculture, improving physical infrastructure, accelerating human resource development, improving service delivery at grassroots level, and health and nutrition.